Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to yet another Wi-Fi battle. This one's against Terran, which is part of the Lithio League, the Twitter league I've been talking about, and he's part of that battle that I had a few battles ago. Today we're doing like a monotype battle. I didn't realize it was going to happen. It was supposed to be doubles. I clicked the wrong thing. It turned out into singles. I brought my doubles team. I don't know if his team is doubles or singles. I'm going to assume it was meant for doubles because that's what I had asked for on Twitter. But the funny thing about this team is that we've had about 3 battles on this channel already. But outside of those battles, this team has not been tested at all. But he leads off with Roserade, something that I actually really did expect. I figured it was going to do Toxic Spikes, and I don't have a spinner, so I needed to stop that from happening. So I fake it out. I'm thinking it's going to stay in, so I go for the Ice Shard. But he switches in Tentacruel, and I really have no business staying in on a Tentacruel. I can't really do too much damage to it with Weavile, and it could probably destroy me with Scald, or whatever choice attack it uses. But it ends up using Toxic Spikes anyway, so I'm kind of like a little bummed about that. But whatever. So here I go for the Will-O-Wisp because I want to get some damage on it. I miss, and he goes for the Scald. I'm really hoping it doesn't burn. I do run Lumberry, so even if it did burn, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But then I would have wasted my Lumberry, and then if he's probably going to Scald again, you know. But I go for Will-O-Wisp, get that burn. He goes for another layer of Toxic Spikes, which I'm like, oh, now I'm going to be badly poisoned. So it's kind of bad. And he's burnt. I go for Recover because I know I can handle Scalds. I'm probably, looking at the damage it last did, 3-hit KO'd, sans a burn. And goes again, and the numbers are definitely saying 3-hit KO to me, so I'm totally fine. Not doing too much damage to him. I'm doing about 12% each turn. He's gaining back from Black Sludge, so I need to get that Black Sludge away from him, so I go for a knockoff. I usually run Foul Play on my Sableye, but I think knockoff might actually be a better move. He switches in his Roserade, and the knockoff is awesome. Now, I wasn't expecting him to Leech Seed, but I went for the taunt thinking that was the best move anyway. I didn't know what he would do. So I actually just kind of got lucky that turn. He goes for the Giga Drain, and it does a lot. And I know I can't switch out because of the poison. And I figured Recover would actually do enough to keep me in a stall war. So, because at 7 HP, there's no way I can switch out, because switching back in, unless it's like on a turn 1, I think, I die to the Giga Drain. Or I do die to the Giga Drain right here, but I would die to the poison damage the next time I switched in. So I really didn't have much of a choice. But at least I got the burn off, so that's good. He goes for the Dazzling Gleam, and I did not see that coming at all. You know, I eat that up. That's about a 2, maybe 3-hit KO if that was max damage. So I go for the Foul Play. It doesn't do too much, so I'm still, you know, I don't want to lose too much health to this thing. So I bring out my Bisharp, and he actually, I guess, predicts that and goes for the Leech Seed. I don't know if he predicted that or knew I didn't have anything to hit him hard with, so he went for it anyway. I think Overcoat protects me from the damaging effects of Leech Seed. I don't know, that might be Magic Guard. But I go for the Swords Dance because we've seen his moveset at this point. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it in the slightest. He goes for the Giga Drain. I resist it. He goes for the Dazzling Gleam. I don't resist it. Doesn't matter. It's not going to be doing too much damage to me. I could have gone for the sub, but I actually thought that there'd be too much HP gone and I wouldn't have survived too long. So it was a good shot that I didn't go for the sub. So he's burnt. I have +2. I was debating going for Sucker Punch, but I figured he could see that coming and go for like a Leech Siege or something. And surprisingly, I actually outspeed him, which is, I thought Roserades were pretty fast. But in comes Nidoking, and I know that thing is fast. So I go for the Sucker Punch to take him out, because Earth Power, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, one of those moves is going to kill me. He brings out Wheezing. I figured he was going to go for a status move. Will-O-Wisp, most likely. So I go for the Iron Head. There's no point whatsoever to use Sucker Punch against a Wheezing. They do carry Fire Blast, but I'm definitely faster, and I thought I would have KO'd there. I don't. I go for Iron Head again, because I knew there's no way. He's probably going to burn me or something. Goes into... I was going to call that Jellicent. That's Tentacruel. And here's kind of the play where I didn't know what to do. Pretty much, I would die next turn, no matter what, because I'm at 1 HP. So he knows that. So I'm not sure if he's going to stall me out with, like, just doing a random Toxic Spikes, because I know Tentacruel are naturally pretty fast, but it turns out he's not running any speed, and I kind of, you know, you don't normally see Tentacruel run speed, so I went for the risk. And I ended up killing one more guy. He brings in Scolipede, and he's going to Protect Stall me. I debated switching out here. Stab Priority Sucker Punch would be nice later on in the game, and I'm immune to Toxic Spikes, but, you know, I waded through it, and I was just like, you know what, just in case he goes for, like, a Sword Stance or something, it's best to just hit him with an Iron Head now. So I bring in my Crocodile after my Bisharp goes down. The Intimidate will scare him out, so will the Earthquake. He still has his Wheezing, so I go for Crunch instead, knowing it would do a solid amount to Scolipede, and not a lot to Wheezing. It actually does more than I thought it would, which is saying something. One thing that I want to get on this Crocodile is actually Dragon Tail instead of Crunch. I think it's a little bit better. But, yeah, so I'm slowly going down to Poison. I figured he was going to hit me with some status move. I didn't really expect what he used. So I Taunt. He actually goes for Pain Split. So again, I got lucky with the guess there. I knew he wasn't going to Will-O-Wisp, but I really didn't know what else he would do. I didn't think he'd attack me, because what do Wheezings have to hit a Crocodile with? Go for Crunch again, hoping this would kill him. I must have done min damage this turn, because it doesn't. I'm pretty sure the last time was max. Goes for Fire Blast. It's really not going to do too much. And this is where I was faced with another decision. Should I stay in and kill the Wheezing? Because no matter what, the Wheezing's going down this turn to my Crocodile. If I do, I'm most likely going to go down to Poison. Now, what I had forgotten was that he had a Drapion. Crocodile would have been really helpful later on against the Drapion and the Scolipede. So sacking him here wasn't the best play I had. Mandibuzz would have been a better switch-in. I don't know if he predicted that and he went for the Pain Split. So if he did predict that and went for the Pain Split, this is probably the best play I had. If he didn't, well, whatever. So I bring in Weavile because, you know, I basically consider when two Pokemon go down at once, it's basically like the start of the game, so I lead off with whoever I feel is like the best lead against the rest of the team. I went for Weavile just for the fake out, really. I had Focus Sash, but I kind of forgot about the Poison. I thought I could like pickpocket if they one-hit KO'd me. He doesn't. I'm doing very little damage. He taunts me. I don't know why. I really don't know what Weaviles run normally. There might be some like Hone Claws or something in normal sets, so who knows. But at this point, I'm basically just foddering off Weavile so I can have a safe switch into either Greninja or Mandibuzz. But I'm slowly doing damage, and he kind of barely 2-hit KOs me. Without poison damage, it's probably close to a 3-hit KO, actually, which is really odd, because I thought Drapions had high attack, and I definitely don't have good defenses. I'm very much a glass cannon. But he finally kills me, and now I'm like thinking, alright, this guy doesn't have very much defense. I'm going to bring out Greninja. Greninja should be able to one-hit KO him. He doesn't want to switch into Scolipede because Greninja hits hard. So I go for the, well, everything's stab, but I go for the Scald. Thinking about it, Ice Beam probably would have done more damage. Not that it matters because Drapion does go down, but it does actually matter in the next round. Actually, yeah, thinking about it now, since both attacks were unresisted, I probably should have gone for the Ice Beam against the Scolipede this turn. I keep forgetting that Protean really does change the stab, and it really doesn't matter which move I use as long as it's not resisted. Like, obviously I shouldn't go for a Dark Pulse here because that wouldn't do very much to the Scolipede. But as you'll see, I do Scald. He goes for the Swords Dance because he's definitely going to be able to live attacks from me. But I go for the Scald, and it does a lot. Considering it wasn't crit, it really does a lot, and it ends up burning. So my Greninja's supposed to run Hydro Pump. I just haven't gotten to the level to get it yet. So had I been running Hydro Pump, he would have been dead. I'm sure if I used Ice Beam, he would have been dead too. But I don't know. I didn't use Ice Beam, and I don't have Hydro Pump, so I think this was really the only way to win. Although, you know, my Mana Buzz probably could have taken an attack or two, and Foul Play off of +2 Scolipede is gonna hurt it a lot. So that was the battle. I really enjoy this team. It's pretty good for no testing. Obviously there's some flaws here and there, and I really appreciate your views, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.